everyone, Haley Gant here from Quest Trust Company. In today's video, I'm going to walk you through a few tips and tricks that I have for you if you're looking to move your funds into a self-directed IRA. So before we kind of get into that, let's quickly touch on why would you want to move your funds into a self-directed IRA? There's a lot of different benefits. One of the biggest benefits of moving your funds from traditional investments into a self-directed IRA is it really truly allows you to diversify your retirement portfolio and hold a completely different type of assets, different from your publicly traded investments such as stocks on the stock market, mutual funds, CDs. All of these kind of traditional publicly traded assets are what 98% of Americans hold in their retirement accounts. But what most Americans don't know is you actually have this completely other option to invest your IRA funds and still get all of the same tax advantages, but you can invest your IRA into other types of assets, such as real estate, promissory notes, or private placement investments. At Quest, that is exactly what we specialize in. Our clients don't hold any sort of publicly traded assets in their IRA at Quest, but they're able to hold real estate, notes, and other privately held assets. So why would you want to do that? Again, diversification, you can apply the tax savings that your IRA gets to completely different types of assets, and really just, kind of not having all of your eggs in one basket. When you're thinking of self-directing your IRA, really getting educated is the first step that you always want to do. So most people don't know that you can self-direct an IRA, which means you've probably never done it before. So before you just kind of dive in head first, you want to make sure that you prepare yourself with the proper tools and education that will help you be successful in your self-directed IRA investments. One of the best places that you can go to get this education is Quest. We give a ton of classes, webinars, online education. We do a lot of videos like this to help to educate you guys about the different types of accounts and investment strategies, things like that. But really getting the right education and a good foundation is really, really key to help you be successful. If you want to sit down one-on-one with someone that can really help to walk you through all of these things, that is exactly what our role as an IRA specialist is here at Quest. So my day-to-day job is basically doing consultations with clients pretty much all day long, whether it's in the office, over the phone, or over a Zoom webinar. Our role as an IRA specialist is to help teach you about how these types of accounts work, how the money moves back and forth, and really answer any other questions that you might have about investing your IRA into these new different types of assets. So when you're thinking of moving your funds into a self-directed IRA, getting the right education is one of the first and best things that you can do. Now, another big part of this education might be people in your network. So maybe you know some people who have self-directed their IRA before, or maybe you know some other investors. You've got those other valuable people that are in your network that can kind of help to guide you along the way. At Quest, we're the IRA experts. We can help to educate you about all these different types of topics. But what we can't do is give you tax, legal, or investment advice. So that means if you've got a deal and you're wondering if it's a good deal or not, unfortunately, me as an IRA specialist, I can't tell you, but what you can do is go to other people in your network, maybe use some of those other tools in your tool belt that you have to really help to be some good connections for you and help to kind of fill in the gaps where maybe Quest can't give you that type of investment advice. So when you're thinking of moving your funds from traditional investments into a self-directed IRA, the education and the people in your network can be really, really valuable to you. Another big thing to consider when you're moving your funds into a self-directed IRA is the time frame that it's actually going to take to move your funds from your current custodian over to Quest. Maybe you've been thinking about self-directing your IRA for a while, but you've just been waiting for that right deal to come across your plate. When that happens, do keep in mind that it could take anywhere from 3 to 5 business days to 2 to 4 weeks to actually move your funds from your current custodian over to Quest. Maybe you have an old 401k that you left that job. Maybe you've got a current IRA that you're just looking to move some of those funds over to Quest. Keep in mind that time frame. You're going to want to make sure that you give yourself enough time to get those funds moved over before your deal needs to be funded. Another important thing to remember is that you don't have to move all of your funds into a self-directed IRA. kind of going back to that diversification concept, is you want to make sure you don't have all of your eggs in one basket. You know, self-directed IRAs are great. You have a lot more control over where your money is invested, but that doesn't mean that maybe you invest your entire IRA into one investment. Because, you know, every investment does come with its own risk, just like you might not invest your entire IRA into one stock. You know, you want to make sure that you've got your money diversified. Even a lot of people that have their Quest accounts, they still keep their IRAs at their other custodian and just transfer the cash back and forth between their two accounts based on where they're wanting to use it for their investments at that time. Kind of going along with that, when you're using a self-directed IRA, it's important to note that you and your IRA are two separate people. So me, Haley, I might do investments that feeds me, pays me today. But your IRA, even though it's self-directed, even though it's at Quest, your IRA is still for your retirement. So the IRS does not want you commingling your own funds with your IRA. So what does that mean? Basically, if say you have a rental property that you own in your IRA and there's an expense that comes along with that, you, Haley, can't pay for that expense yourself. All of those expenses need to be paid from the IRA. All of the payments come in and out of Quest. All of the investment documents are processed by Quest, so it's titled in the name of your IRA. You, as the account holder, just direct us when we need to do something. You let us know when an investment needs to be funded, if a payment needs to go out, just let us know, and us as Quest as the custodian over your IRA will handle those transactions going in and out. So it's important to remember that the money never passes directly through your hands or your bank account. Again, if you have more questions about this, that's where our IRA specialists really come in as a great point of contact, especially as you're doing your first deal or two. If you call us 4 times in a week, that does not matter. We want you to understand how these types of accounts work. And it's really not that different than, you know, your other real estate investments. The only difference is the way that it's titled. So when you do an investment with your self-directed IRA, that investment will actually be titled in the name of your IRA, which will be Quest Trust Company for the benefit of your name and your IRA account number. So remember, Quest, for the benefit of your IRA, is owning that investment and not you personally. Another thing to keep in mind when you're thinking of moving your funds into a self-directed IRA is be aware of the transaction fees. Every IRA custodian has different fees. You know, you might pay your financial advisor a certain percentage or a flat rate each year. At Quest and with the self-directed IRA, the fees are a little bit different. They're mostly transactionally based. They're really not that bad. Our average client pays maybe a couple $100 a year to self-direct these investments in their IRA. But the benefit is that you have the potential to grow your IRA much faster through investments that you have more control over. So, you know, through the stock market, you might be an expert in the stock market, but at the end of the day, you don't really have much control over what happens with the value of those investments. Whereas with a self-directed IRA, you have 100% control over where your money is invested. So you always want to make sure you do your own due diligence. Again, Quest is a custodian. We can't tell you if it's a good or bad investment. We can't provide the investment for you, but it gives you a lot of freedom. Just be aware that the due diligence is very important. You want to make sure that you do the due diligence with your IRA investments, just like you would if you were using your own money for that investment. So that's pretty much all I have for you for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you're looking to make the switch from a traditional custodian over to Quest and start self-directing your IRA into some non-traditional assets, give us a call. We would love to help walk you through it. You can reach us at the office at 855-FUN-IRAs. Ask for an IRA specialist and we will tell you everything that you need to know. Or you can visit our website and request a free consultation with one of our IRA specialists. To do that, go online to www.questtrust.com. I hope this video helped you out. If you've got more questions about making the switch over into a self-directed IRA, taking that leap, put them in the comments below. Give us a call. We would love to hear what sort of feedback you guys have, and we will see you in the next video.